Okay, hey gang, Ken here, website designer for coaches. And in this video, I'm going to look at Sonia's website, empowerednourish.com, empowerandnourish.com, and I will give my gut reactions going in on it. Now, I'm not going in cold on this one. I've seen it a few times and I've spoken with Sonia, but we're going to give her a homepage glow up. And yeah, I'm coming in again fresh in the morning, and let's go into it. Let's look at her website. So, I like starting off with the things I like immediately when I land on a website. I do like that the logo is in the upper left corner, that the menu is obvious, and it's easy to understand what these menu label items are. Meet your coach, newsletter, testimonials, home. There's a login at the upper right. It's kind of faint. I don't know how I feel about that. Obviously useful for existing and past clients to or for clients to come and log in if they have login access, which they do. And part of her coaching services includes logging in and managing files and documents and managing the coaching relationship. I do like that there's a big image here of food. So this is kind of central to her messaging, empower and nourish. She's a nutrition health coach, and so that's cool. The image does help me give a feeling towards where I'm at. Um, and then down below, empowering you to nourish your body and mind. So cool. It's starting to have some content there. Cool. So yeah, that's some things I like right away. I'm going to just scan the home page. Welcome. It's cool. There's a video here. Um, so that's cool. There's some text here. And empowering your mind, you to nourish your body and mind. Do you feel tired all the time? Are you insured? So cool. Some client focused content. And, the, as I start going, so I'll start sharing some things I'd improve upon it as I go. But as soon as I start to scroll, this stuff feels a little bit segmented or disconnected, like this heading and this heading size, or it's like they're the same size, but a different font. So they're competing a little bit. Stuff is aligned a little bit, kind of like weird, some center or some to the right. A little tough to see the sections of these things. I can see that there are pieces of things coming through. Actually, I think the content is pretty good so far. This I think is real good that it's focused on stuff the client may be thinking about, which is good. Little video here I think is cool. It can give us a sense of who she is. Yeah, cool. So she's speaking about stuff that the clients are interested in. So that's good as well. I like that she's appearing in person on her video, so you get a sense of who she is. The video is coming a little dark. There's some water sounds in the background. I know when you do these outdoor shots, I don't know if she has a boom mic over her head, but at least I can hear her, and she's coming through clearly. It's a little dark here, but overall, I do like that she's presenting herself there and being a face up front in her coaching practice. I'd probably move this up or get more of her visible right away. Here's a picture of her here. So that's cool that her picture's here, a little bit lower on the page. I think some lighting in this picture could be maybe a little bit better. Um, it's coming at a strange angle coming from above her, so she's kind of looking upwards. I might want to consider maybe more eye level headshot. I think some of the coloring and the balance in here, it's coming out quite yellowish with the rest of the stuff. So that's some image editing and or maybe another shot in there. Uh, and I'm a certified health and wellness coach, passionate about helping others more engaged. Cool. So this is good stuff. It's good to have a little content here when I'm coaching. I love hiking far. That's cool. A little bit blurb about her. I like that there's a schedule and appointment here. I think the call to action is so important that it should be in the menu at the top. especially if this is one of the main call to actions on her website. When it comes to coach's website, I like it when they engage right away, that there's a powerful reason to be there, that the coach is very present, and you get a feel for the coach, and definitely client centered content, but also that the flow of it brings people in and leads them to the next step where they should read or sign up for. And oftentimes, when stuff is a bit like eat well, feel better, 3-day nutrition reset, this is cool. Um, that I would get clear about the flow of the site that you want people to go through, so that it engages them, and it essentially, on from the business perspective, it helps fill your sales process, pipeline, funnel, whatever you want to call it, but it leads them to a way that you can follow up with them easy enough, gets them on a call, gets them as a client, or whatever you're offering. For most coaches, it's getting them on a call, signing them up as a client, and all along the way, the content that they experience, the phone call with you, whatever email may go out, that it's smooth, and that it's leading them to the next step with good reason, well written content. Flow is the word for that. So I think the elements are here. There's a lot of small square bits, pieces that are, it's not clear where the segments begin and end. You can make your way through it fine. The content is good, but I think I would get clear on the flow. And for most coaches, it's going to be a version of get them on your email list. I think if you can make this very powerful, I think that's worth doing, because it puts you in a situation where you can follow up with clients. But also for people who are ready to go now, or people maybe strong referrals, that schedule appointment is prominent. Schedule an appointment, and I'd sell this. I'd give it its own page or its own invitation. Um, you know, 30-minute no obligation call to maybe start working on your biggest challenge when it comes to better health. Things that are slowing you down, where you'd want to be with your health, and maybe key steps to making it all happen. Something way that give people, inspiration and hope, and a framework that they can expect more to come from having this appointment with you. If I click on this, I go to her calendar. Just cool, it's here. Probably get rid of a lot of this menu stuff because you don't need to see that. Get rid of this header if we can. Schedule an appointment. Just make this clear and obvious. Yeah. So the footer and the header, if we can minimize and get rid of that, and just make it obvious. We probably need to revisit the copy here, so that it's smooth with this. A complimentary session. So a let's quickly guess, like a uh, nourish session, or nourish your life session, or uh, empower your life session, or empower your health. Some version of that. We'll probably need to figure that out. A nourishing session, nourishing kickstart session, some version of that. We'll have to talk and figure out what makes sense. But schedule an appointment. Again, over here, schedule your, and you might not be able to. So she's on coaches consoles. You might not be able to change this text here, but wherever the text is, there's probably some content you can put in here, or even go straight to a virtual coffee page. So this should really be the nourish session. And yeah, just to make sure the copy in here supports this and sells this in this action step. Makes it clear, gives a good reason, some structure, and what's going to happen. It's cool with the calendars here. It's a little bit weird. Let me see, time zone. Yeah, October. What am I doing here? Going next? I was hoping there's a calendar. It might be quite a few steps in here, but it is, the software is what it is. Or maybe she has no dates offered yet, so we need to put some dates in here as well. Yeah, so that needs a little bit of work there. But I think it's great that the opportunity to get on a call is there. Footer, yep, cool. Menu there, Sonia, that's cool. I like having physical contact information. Although I know it can end up like if your email is there, you can end up with spam. your address is there, it could you can get junk mail, I suppose, or you have this fear of someone actually showing up at your place. Now, I really never heard much of that. I heard a few stories where someone showed up, so it's weird. I think people these days, if you just put, you know, Ontario, Canada, office in Ontario, Canada, and a contact form, um, email address will get you a lot of junk spam. So that's kind of a minus. But I think the main thing is this is probably less important as would this be. So I would contact information, I'd address, location, just location, and tell a bit about where you're from. Your maybe some stuff to make you sound real, feel real. I don't think people need your mailing address on your website. Again, those are smaller things. More important is that the content and the site grabs them right away, um, gives them a feel for who you are, that you're present on the website, and builds your credibility as you are as a coach. And so these other pages do that. You're are meant for that. Your about page. Um, yeah, we might want to expand a bit more on this. When it comes to content, I'd probably make this maybe another two screenfuls of content. Telling her story is cool. Her approach is cool. I have it here. Obviously, there's some spacing issues here. This is a block of text, and it's hard to start engaging with. People, when they read content, it's more chunks and headlines. So I would space this up a bit. Um, this header probably doesn't need to be this big to get the effect across. It does take a lot of space, this image here. So I'd look to maybe bring this image up into the menu at the top, with the menu there, to keep the feeling and the menu there, and just bring the content up further. Obviously, the logo is a bit small here, so I would go for a horizontal logo. And in my glow up, I will redesign it. Empower, nourish will just go across. And I would use the word and, so it's clear, so that the name matches the domain name. I wouldn't use the and symbol. Um, the and symbol is kind of cool, little visual, but I think it's just keep it the same. When the domain name and the logo match, it's real nice. It's smooth, it's clean, it's great. So I'm excited about her logo. I mean, her domain name and logo choice. The little tree, cool. Um, Gives a little visual flair. What else can I say about this? We have visual, we have content, and we have the tech. Tech feels like it's fast and smooth, which is my biggest thing, my biggest concern. Obviously, newsletters aren't there yet. I would remove this page if it's not there yet. Um, and yeah, what else can I say? Okay, let's say this is the FAQ page. I know a lot of coaches are told to have an FAQ page, which is cool and all. FAQs are a great way to explain what you do in an FAQ kind of format. It's just another way to present, explain what you do, um, but the opportunity to talk about values and benefits. Um, I don't know if this is a, yeah, cool. I'd probably make these bigger font size so that it's clear sections. But yeah, you'll get to see the site as it gets redesigned. But for this gut reactions video is meant for ideas for Sonia, and as well as all the people who are watching. I'd love to hear from you. What are your gut reactions to the site, to the homepage, to anything? Likes, dislikes, things you'd improve. I think also from a color scheme, this does feel a bit. I think yellow is meant to be bright and sunny, which is cool, but it does feel a bit muted. So I would. So yellow is weird because it's feeling sick and ill at the same time, bright and sunny. So you need kind of like a bright sunny yellow as opposed to a more muted or dulled color. The logo, you can feel some empower and you can feel some energy in there. Green is a good color for growth and health, but I think I would also, when it comes to the color scheme, I'd probably give it a bit more, I guess, energy in it. And her personality, from my conversation with her, she does have this liveliness about her. So I would bring that into this. And there you have it. Yeah, again, thoughts, comments, please post them below. And Sonia, if you're watching this or when you watch this, things that jump out at you that you like or dislike, or you would also consider. Let me see, quick testimonials jump. Cool, we have one. So maybe we have a couple more. Be nice to have a few on here, 3 at least. Newsletters, FAQs, meet your coach. We talked about those. Actually, when I go to the other pages, the login thing moved. So I don't know. FAQs, meet your coach. I thought I saw the login button move somewhere. Okay. Anyways, all good. Okay, and that's the end of this video. There should be eventually a link from this video to the glow up, which you can check out, and also her reactions to the revised visual. Okay, all right, gang. Until next time.